Hello, this is Christopher Sands, and this is a Hudson report on the effect of the U.S. presidential elections in 2008 on border policy in the United States. Border policy is particularly important for North America because with the United States standing between Canada and Mexico, most trade in North America is going to cross the U.S. border at one time or another, even Canada-Mexico trade. The U.S. has managed its borders in a variety of ways since we passed NAFTA, and the legacy before this election can take place is as important as the policies that these candidates will adopt. Prior to September 11th, a long period of neglect of the border occurred in which infrastructure aged, staffing was light, and Congress worried that inadequate staffing at both the northern and the southern border meant that our ability to keep track of who's crossing, as well as our ability to make sure that what was crossing was fairly taxed with tariffs and also inspected to make sure that it didn't contain any illegitimate goods or weapons, was severely constrained simply by a lack of resources to the border. Both Republicans and Democrats were committed to improving border security at the time that we passed the NAFTA agreement in 1993. Both Republicans and Democrats funded new personnel for the border and hoped that the Canadian and the Mexican borders would be able to handle expected increases in traffic. Since NAFTA, traffic across the border of people and goods has more than doubled in each case, both the northern and the southern border, putting a severe strain on that aging infrastructure. After September 11, 2001, the Bush administration made a major commitment, and Congress made a major commitment to funding an upgrade of border security as well as border facilities. New buildings, new inspection booths, new computer program systems to facilitate data transfer, as well as new inspection gadgets were deployed at the border both north and south to improve the ability of the United States to inspect cargoes across the border. In addition, U.S. border agencies, from the Coast Guard to the Border Patrol to Customs and Immigration Services, were all consolidated under the Department of Homeland Security, now the second largest department in the United States government. Today, thousands of new officers work hand in hand to coordinate U.S. border security on both the northern and the southern border. Another legacy of the Bush administration was the attempt to pass comprehensive immigration reform to address the large number of illegal residents of the United States, illegal because they crossed the border without permission and are living and working in the United States, whether they came from Mexico, Central America, or some other part of the world. The large size of this illegal population and fears that that population was in some ways involved in crimes, from drug running to other crimes, and the burden that those individuals were placing on U.S. social services led to a concern that we needed to regularize that population and control the borders. The 2007 attempt to modernize immigration law in the United States failed, in part because of a backlash from conservatives in the United States who felt that the number one priority should be to gain control of the border with more personnel, more staffing, and more infrastructure, and only once the United States had demonstrated control of its border could more comprehensive immigration reform be passed. This was an important backdrop to the 2008 campaign because both Barack Obama and John McCain have focused on how they can address border needs with a view to securing the border first and foremost. Both McCain and Obama agree more money, more technology, and more personnel need to be deployed to both our northern and our southern borders. Both McCain and Obama agree that the immigration situation needs to be addressed so that immigrants are brought through legal channels and backlogs are cleared. Their campaign positions are focused overwhelmingly on the immigration question rather than on the movement of goods, including trade. And in fact, some have wondered whether the trade picture is being overlooked in the concern of the border in the 2008 campaign. The two candidates do differ, however. The McCain campaign has focused on a more specific plan, proposing to have border state governors certify that the border of their state is well secured, so that states are involved more directly in border policy management. he would also like to address comprehensive immigration reform only after he has demonstrated that that border has been secured first. Barack Obama has a less specific plan, but he too would like to see the border secured. He's more focused on what can be done to regularize the immigration situation and come up with an immigration reform package as soon as possible. But one specific element of Barack Obama's plan is that Senator Obama would like to address border security with the Mexican government hand in hand, reaching out to Mexico to have Mexico help with border security management. McCain doesn't say that he won't work with the Mexican government, of course, but this has been an explicit part of the Obama plan. Neither candidate mentions Canada with regard to borders at all. The future of the border may be shaped by these candidates, neither of whom has made border security a major focus of their campaign, but both campaigns clearly have seen borders as a major part of American national security in 2009 and beyond. I'm Christopher Sands, and this has been a Hudson Report.